G'day guys, it's Jeremy from TACMed Australia. Today I'm just going to run you through a new product of ours, the Tactical Emergency Blanket. Now, there's nothing really tactical about this one apart from its colour, which is OD green. Obviously, anybody who's used emergency blankets or space blankets will know that when that sun hits that tin foil, they reflect really badly. So that's the only thing that makes it tactical. They do come in, we can get them in a bunch of other colours, but our first shipment is in the OD green. So firstly, I suppose it's important to say that, I mean, we know that cold trauma patients die. If their core body temperature drops below 32 degrees in major trauma, there's 100% mortality, and a couple of studies to back that up. Now, of the studies, if a major trauma patient has a core body temperature of between 32 and 34, it's between a 40 and 60% mortality over sort of 28 days. We know that they need more blood, more fluids, and that there's lots of other things. The trauma triad of death, it's comes down to it, so they don't clot and they can become acidotic. So keeping our patients warm is one of the easiest things we can do as a pre-hospital provider, and space blankets or emergency blankets is one of the easiest ways to do that. So what's the differences between a normal space blanket and our blanket? Well, firstly, it's significantly bigger. So it's 240 centimeters by 150, as opposed to 127 by 180. So a big difference in the size of the blanket. What that means is you can put a 6-foot patient laying on the blanket. You can fold it over, tuck it around their head. It's going to cover both their head like a beanie, and it's going to cover their feet, okay? Whereas something like your standard space blanket, their feet and their head is going to be hanging out. You're probably going to need 2 of them. So that's the first difference. The second difference is the thickness. So these are almost 3 times thicker than a standard emergency blanket. And so that's just going to make them more durable. Not only that, because it's not a sort of mylar type, mylar, I don't know how you say it, type space blanket. You know, with these ones, if you get a little nick in them, they're really easy to rip and tear. So these, they're not. They're made of essentially a type of plastic that have a silver lining, and because of that, they're super durable. And I'll show you that in a minute. Secondly, because of the variance in materials, being sort of a bit of a metal versus a plastic, they're really quiet. So when you get them out, you don't have that really loud noise of the shuffling metal on the standard one, and it also doesn't stick to itself. So you can unfold it and move it around, put it in the casual really easily. It just doesn't stick to itself. So that's a big difference. Big difference there. So I'll now show you the differences when we unfold them. All right, so first I'm just going to open up the standard emergency blanket. So obviously they are significantly smaller. Get out of its packet. You can hear that noise straight away. Unravel it. Okay. So you see it can stick to itself a little bit. It's not hard to open by any means, but it does stick to itself. Now, for those of you that have used these, we then now try to put that on the patient, and it kind of sticks to you, doesn't it? Like that, the aluminium sticks to you. Try to get it around and tuck it into the patient and pulls it out, okay? So that's just what all these sort of metallized space blankets do. All right, so we now got the TACMed version, and again, I'm just going to open up the packet. I mean, straight away you can feel the difference in the quality. Okay, it just opens up. Unfold. And again, one more time. So I'm just letting that drop down. You can hear the difference in the noise. Again, you can see the difference in the size. That's still touching the floor. There we go. just got the silver lining on one side. Again, so you can, to keep them warm, silver lining on the inside to create that cushion of air. On a really hot day, if they're hyperthermic, we can swap that around, have the OD green on the inside, and that's going to reflect away the heat from the patient. Strength-wise, as I said, all that for just that little bit. Okay, put a nick in it. I'm having to do that. It's really difficult. That's quite a bit of force to make that. We then got the emergency space blanket, and again, okay, get a little nick in it, and you know what it's like. You get a little hole in these or a little rip, and that's it. They're gone. They just tear straight off really easily. Okay, so really durable, the other ones. So that's it for the tactical emergency blanket from TACMED Australia. Check them out on the website. Plenty of them in stock. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.